Hello everyone. Today I will be teaching you the basics of how to make a presentation. The topic for my final project is how to succeed in a final project. So hence today I'm going to be teaching you this as the product to my final project. I will be showing you guys some good sides and some bad sides and also the comparisons between them. Now personally I like to use WPS because it's free for everyone and also there's a lot of features that are very good for a free option such as WPS. Now towards the end of the video, I will also show you how to change these mistakes. Now here in the first slide, you can just see that it's very bland and there's not much going on at all. The title is not in the center of the slide and the colors of the font is matching with the background. You might be able to see it if you're watching it from nearby, but on the big screen, it definitely would not be visible. There's also not any visual aid for the topic, like a picture. It's also missing the name of the person and when we open the site, there's no transition. Now, this here is a good example of how your first slide should be in your presentation. It starts off with an animation / transition which helps grab the audience's attention. The title is aligned in the middle and the font does not match with the background at all, so the audience won't have any difficulty seeing it. There's also the image which matches the topic of the presentation, so it's a visual aid, and also the font itself is very clear. The name of the student and their class is also mentioned in the bottom right corner, which is important. Now, as soon as you enter this slide, you notice two things. One, there's no transition, but the bigger problem is the text. Firstly, the font is not clear at all, and it's very hard to read. And second, there's way too much text on this slide. These things should be said to the audience and not just put on the slide. Because if it's just going to be in your slide, then the audience would listen to you and they would just read it from the screen. And that would just be a waste of everyone's time. Now here, we start off with an animation, which is very good. Then as you can see, compared to the last slide, this one is much neater and much more professional. Here we only have the products mentioned and the rest should be spoken by you during the presentation. The font here is neat and also there's not way too much going on here, unlike the last slide. Now, once again, I did not put any transitions in this, just so you remember when you're making your own presentation. So, let's talk about images. As you can see, the image here takes over the entire slide, but that's not even the main concern. There's zero context to this image, and there's also watermarks, which doesn't make it look good. So it's always good to choose images without watermarks and to provide context. Now here is an image which speaks a lot on its own, but obviously you won't put an image with so much text on it because the audience won't be able to read it. Now this is just an example of how an image with context looks like in your presentation. It presents your product, which is your poster, and also there's no watermarks to it, and it just makes a lot of sense being there. Now here, the only main concerns we have is that there's way too many images without any context, and they just mean nothing. They're just a bunch of random images in a slide. So, what I'm trying to say is that you should avoid using so many images, and only use 1 or 2 images in your slide, so that then you have some space for context to provide for those images. And then you explain it, but you don't put the explanation in the slide, because that's your job to say and not put in your slide. And yeah, basically that's it. So now I'm just going to teach you how to fix the mistakes which I showed you in the bad examples. So first, you're just going to fix these words that should be capitalized. So you turn on your caps lock, you do that to all the words that is necessary. Now if you don't know which word should be capitalized, it's better if you just search it up instead of just guessing and you end up making a mistake. So after you're done with that, you just click that so the words are aligned in the center, and then you just drag it towards the center like that. Then if you want to change the color, you're going to head over to here, and then you're just going to put it on whatever color you want, but you have to make sure that it doesn't match your background and that is different so that it's easier to see from afar. Then you're going to choose a good one, a good font for your heading. So you're just going to come over here. There's a long list, but personally I like to choose Arial. I just extend it, yeah, and then bold. Again, we're just going to do that, and yes, as you can see, it's similar. I just haven't extended it that way. Let's just do that first. Yeah, there you go. So then, if you want to add your name over here in the bottom right corner, you're going to go to Insert, then you're going to go to Text Box, and then you just basically drag it until the size you want it, and then you turn on your caps lock again by, let's say, Hani. Okay, so there you go. And if you want to add an image, you head on over to your web browser, and then you just click it. So for my topic, it's how to succeed in Final Project. So I'm just going to search something similar. So like presentation, and then PNG. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is a bit slow. So you head on over to images, and then you just choose something to your liking. I think I'm just going to take this one. Yeah. So you right click on it using your mouse. You click copy image. Then you head on over back. You come over here, and then you click this paste as picture. And then there you go. That's how you add an image. Then next would be this. So firstly we're going to remove all the extra work. Yes. Let me just select it all. Delete. And then you're just going to select this one as well. Now we're going to change the font, which once again, Arial, bold, and there you go. Same thing over here, Arial, bold. Personally, you can choose whatever one you like as long as it looks neat and professional. But I like using Arial, and also it's recommended by the school as well. You see this? Oh, also, if you want to just add more space between them, you can just do this. There you go. You see? No difference. Then, obviously, I showed you how to take an image, so you just search for images without watermarks here. Like you can see, let me show you an example. There's an image with PNG, like this one. This one has watermarks over it. As you can see, the image is not loading, but it's visible that there's watermarks over here, so you just choose an image without watermarks. Then to head on over, there's nothing else I should be able to teach you. It should be clear for now. These are the basics, and yeah, that's it.